Who is Bhumiputra in Goa and why is opposition objecting to new law? Assembly polls are 6 months away and the bill along with 10 others was passed even as 12 opposition MLAs walked out on the last day of the 3-day assembly session. On Friday, the assembly passed the Goa Bhumiputra Adhikarani Bill 2021, recognizing anyone living in the state for 30 years or more as Bhumiputra, son of the soil, and giving such a person the right to own his or her small dwelling unit if ownership was undermined. So far, assembly polls are 6 months away and the bill along with 10 others was passed even as 12 opposition MLAs walked out on the last day of the 3-day assembly session. Why was the need for such a bill felt? The statement of objects and reasons of the bill introduced on Thursday states the bill provides for a mechanism to give ownership right to the self-occupied dweller of a small housing unit to enable him to live with dignity and self-respect and exercise his right to life. Once recognized as a Bhumiputra, an individual can stake claim to ownership of their house of not more than 250 square meter built before April 1, 2019. The objective Chief Minister Pramod Sawant said was to enable the Mool Gonekar original Gaon to live with dignity. Addressing the House on Friday, he said, in the last so many years, there have been cases of homes built by a person or his parents, but the land is not in his name. There is always a sword dangling over their head that someone will file a case against them over ownership. The land is of different kinds like ancestral property, communal property, panchayat land. Everyone had wished for their house that they lived in their generations lived in to be theirs. He said there were several such cases in rural areas including Satari, Sanguim and Parnem. My brothers and sisters have been waiting for this. They built 250 to 300 square meter homes built by their parents, but the land could never be theirs. The possible number of beneficiaries yet to be estimated, officials said. How does one apply? The bill provides for the constitution of the Bhumiputra Adhikarani, a committee consisting of the deputy collector and its chairperson and officials from the Department of Town and Country Planning, Forest and Environment and Malatdars of the respective talukas as its members. The Bhumiputra may apply to the committee if his house has been built before the cut-off date. The committee will invite objections within 30 days, including from the landowner, which could also be local body, and then take a decision of granting ownership to the Bhumiputra. Once recognized as Bhumiputra, will ownership of the house be free? The claimant or Bhumiputra once recognized does not get the house for free. The bill states the Bhumiputra Adhikarani may, by any order, declare a Bhumiputra to be the owner of the dwelling unit occupied by him upon payment of an amount equivalent to the value of land calculated at the market rate. An appeal against the Bhumiputra Adhikarani's decision can be filed before the administrative tribunal within 30 days. The 4-page bill states no suit, prosecution or any other legal proceedings shall lie against the government or any office or employee of the government or any person authorized by the government or Bhumiputra Adhikarani on its members for anything which is done or intended to be done in a good faith under this act. It states that no court shall have jurisdiction to entertain, decide or deal with any question which is to be decided by the Bhumiputra Adhikarani and administrative tribunal under this act. Why is the opposition objecting? The opposition had said there was not enough time in the curtailed assembly session to study or debate the bill, and 10 others passed in a haste. It called this the ruling BJP's election engineering and flagged concerns over illegal structures being regularized. On Saturday, Goa forwarded party MLA submitted a memorandum to Governor P.S. Sridharan Pillai not to give his assent to the 11 bills, which the state government passed in an utmost hurry, obviously with oblique motives. The Bhumiputra bill, the GF P stated smacks of Malafites and its provisions would amount to giving a premium on illegalities and perpetuate further illegalities. They said that this would recognize encroachment by slum dwellers that are over 30 years old as Bhumiputras. Former Revenue Minister Rohan Khaunte said this bill has opened the floodgates for the migrant population that has been staying in densely populated areas in Goa and has no legality. Thank you.